just before I move on, I'm still not quite clear, Mr. Petherick. What exactly did you do when these concerns were brought to your attention? Because you said you met with the director, you said you had discussions with the staff. What did you do?
Through the period post-disturbance, which we're particularly aware of, we took a number of issues. Attrition did increase, as we know. And one of the issues about attrition is that a member of staff can give a maximum of month's notice and leave. It can take at least 3 months to replace that member of staff. So we looked at bringing in staff from our other establishments on a short-term basis. Because I wanted to get more stability into that, we took the decision to recruit additional staff at both Old Course Prison and Park Prison, and colleagues who were recruited would spend the first 6 months of their career at Birmingham to actually give a degree of more stability. We looked at the terms and conditions for staff at Birmingham because we were aware that was an issue, and we changed the terms and conditions for the staff in an attempt to get more stability. We absolutely looked at what we were doing, how we could do things better, and I brought in a safer custody task force.
So how much time did you personally spend at Birmingham Prison with the director dealing with these issues over that period of time that we're discussing today?
A significant amount of time because of my concerns. I was working in large part during 2017-18 through my chief operating officer, who was the director's line manager. So I was having discussions with both of those people. I have an office that I utilise in the training unit, which is adjacent to Birmingham. So I spend a lot of time there talking to staff, sometimes informally in the training unit, to pick up issues, talking to the director, going in very often on an ad hoc basis to walk around, to listen, to talk to people.
Well, if I mean, it's an important issue. If you're walking around, talking, listening to people, how come this collapsed as it did? Because it's your responsibility ultimately, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and I don't shirk from that fact that ultimately it is my responsibility.
So I'm still trying to get to the bottom of what specific actions you took with the staff to avert the potential taking over by colleagues, Mr. Newton running this prison.
Specific actions, we're looking at recruitment retention issues, trying to address them, to reduce the attrition, to reduce the amount of sickness. Talking to directors and senior management team, making sure that there was clarity of expectations, looking at bringing in additional expertise to support that management team. We looked at and revamped all of our selection and training processes for new staff, because one of the issues was very much about giving staff confidence. As has been said, this has been a period where there's been a change in dynamics, particularly in inner city local prisons, with increase in criminality of the cohort. During the summer last year, we identified the fact that we were carrying an exceptionally high number of sentenced mainstream Category B prisoners. At Birmingham, at one stage in May, we were holding 161 of that cohort. Liverpool, in comparison, we're holding 81, we discovered. I raised that with Michael, who took immediate action to address that. So we were addressing the issue in a number of ways. I said earlier on that we were spending money as swiftly as we could to address the maintenance issues and so forth. We took the action. In November 2017, we approached HMPPS to reduce the population by shutting G-Wing with the commercial hit that Michael has referred to. But because we were concerned about staffing levels, we proactively raised that with the authority. So